Despite the New York Giants starting the season 2-6 or worse for 8 times in the last 9 years, there is light at the end of the tunnel. I truly do believe that. If you're still riding with the New York Giants, despite a couple of losses in a row, and you're still bleeding Giants blue, go down right now and hit that thumbs up icon. Jaxson Dart, after the Eagles' loss, took the podium, and he fired me up, saying, we've got to start figuring out ways to win because I hate losing. I'm not used to it. I'm not just going to accept it. I'm not going to be okay with it. We, as a team, can't be okay with it. We've got to figure this out. I'm not ever going to quit. I don't care what the situation is. If I'm on that field, I'm playing as hard as I can. I'm going to try to lead the team the best that I can. A lot of times in sports, we say, that guy has it. He's got the it factor. Jaxson Dart is the definition of having it. I'm not exactly sure how I put my finger on it, but it's one of those things, when you see it, you know it. And Jaxson Dart, he has it. And I'm not the only one that's seeing it. Everyone across the National Football League is seeing it. Most importantly, the best guy to ever take a snap in the NFL is seeing it as well. Tom Brady on the broadcast yesterday saying, I always look at QBs and go, how would I answer that question? And when I hear Jaxson Dart speak, especially after the loss last week against the Denver Broncos, he answered it the same way I would have. He also went on to say, I'm very impressed with Jaxson Dart. I look at the mental and emotional parts of his game, and I'm loving those things. And then adds, if you're a Giants fan, I'd be excited about this young quarterback. He's got all the traits those QB1s have. He's got all of those QB1 traits I look for. And he reminds me of a young Josh Allen. Jaxson Dart hates to lose. Jaxson Dart is a leader. Jaxson Dart has it. But most importantly, he's a damn good football player as well. And he plays the quarterback position at an elite level. And he's doing so without Malik Nabers. And now without Cam Skattebo. Jaxson Dart is the only quarterback in the Super Bowl era with 8+ passing touchdowns, 4+ rushing touchdowns, and less than 5 turnovers in his first 5 starts. Shout out to my man Authentic. Give him a follow on Twitter. Go support his show on YouTube. Makes awesome content. Awesome dude. Jaxson Dart is the second quarterback since 1950 with a touchdown pass and a rushing touchdown in 4 of his first 5 career starts, joining MVP Cam Newton. What Jaxson Dart is doing on the football field cannot be understated. If you take the stats that he has put together in 5 games started and you stretch that out over a 17-game pace, aka an NFL season, 3,346 passing yards, 27 passing touchdowns, 10 receptions, 663 yards on the ground, and 13 rushing touchdowns. 40 touchdowns is the pace that Jaxson Dart is on right now. And that's only playing 1 quarter with Malik Nabers. He's putting together these numbers with the worst receiving group you could build around a rookie quarterback. And when you go back and you watch the tape and you look at what he did against the Philadelphia Eagles, he was so much better than these numbers suggest. Constantly living at a third down, constantly moving the chains, constantly creating, improvising, maneuvering in the pocket, and finding ways to make plays down the field. All of his highlight plays come out of structure. Imagine when guys get open and they're schemed open and he's playing football with Malik Nabers. Jaxson Dart in Week 8 versus the Eagles was awesome. Awesome. 3 big-time throws, tied for the most of any quarterback in Week 8. He had a big-time throw percentage of 12, first of all starting quarterbacks in Week 8. And he had 0 turnover-worthy plays. So he makes big-time throws. He did it at the highest rate, and he didn't put the football in harm's way one single time. I got a lot more to say about Jaxson Dart, but I got to tell you guys about our proud sponsor, Prize Picks. Shout out to Prize Picks, America's #1 fantasy sports app. You and I make decisions every single day. And on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. They also have, an awesome promo deal going on. Shout out to them. I'll make sure all that information is clickable in the comments and description. When you download the app and you use code CLNS, you get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. It's code CLNS, get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. The hard-hitting football action is even better with Prize Picks. The weather might be changing, but the feeling of being right never gets old. And I'm hoping I'm right this Sunday because I've got my Prize Picks lineup ready to go. I'm taking the more on Jaxson Dart passing yards, and I'm taking the more on Drake Maye's passing yards as well. If both of these picks are correct for me, I'm going to 3x my entry fee. America's #1 fantasy sports app. Pick, predict, and play. Easy and exciting daily fantasy sports. So keep the season rolling on. Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Download the Prize Picks app today and use code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code CLNS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right. Shout out to Hayden Winks on Twitter. I love this tweet. Jaxson Dart's film was better than his numbers. Lots of out-of-structure throws, but the box score owes him 100-plus yards on in-pocket downfield drops and penalties. Plus, his wide receiver 2 has 0 yards on 64 routes in the last 2 weeks. How is that possible? Shane Half, a Eagles content creator, saying the number of times the Eagles have Jaxson Dart dead to rights and he gets away is maddening and only rivaled by the number of times they allow a completion right to the sticks on 3rd and long. Both happen far too frequently in this game. They won early downs frequently, only to give up 3rd and long conversions. I judge rookie quarterbacks and young quarterbacks on what do you do on 3rd down and what do you do in the 4th quarter. Jaxson Dart has been elite on 3rd down this year. The hardest thing to do in sports, the hardest thing to do in the NFL is find a franchise quarterback. And this is the closest thing the Giants have had to a franchise quarterback since number 10 was in this building. I truly believe if you can get people in charge at GM, head coach, that can build a roster and continue to develop this kid, that he can be a quarterback that can put trophy number 5 in the case at 1925 Giants Drive. You have to get the right people in the building, though. You have to, because I don't think you have it right now. I have no faith in Joe Shane to build a Super Bowl caliber roster. None. Why should I? All the good players he inherited, almost all of them, are gone. And he hasn't added much talent to this team outside of that. Whatever it is, Jaxson Dart has it. And I know I'm a lot more critical of Joe Shane than I am Brian Daboll. I like this dude. I like Brian Daboll. I love their dynamic. I don't know if Brian Daboll's best for Jaxson Dart. I love the chemistry. I love the relationship. I love that I do whatever it takes to win a football game. And those two being on the exact same page, having the same mindset. I just don't know if he's the right guy for him. You have some pieces here on offense. You have a quarterback. Cam Skattebo can get back to who he was. You have an elite running back. you have an elite left tackle. You extend the contract to Jermaine Illuminor, you have an elite right tackle. You have your bookend tackles, you have your quarterback, and you have a star receiver. You're really close. You're really close on offense. Got to be healthy. Got to be healthy. Get somebody in place that can take you over the top, though. Get somebody that can squeeze all of the production out of Jaxson Dart. Because, again, I just don't believe that Joe Schoen is the guy to do that. There's been far too many misses. And, yeah, he's had some hits. Broken clocks are right twice a day. He shouldn't keep the job because he's been right a couple of times, but wrong a lot of the times. If you're happy Jaxson Dart is your quarterback, give me a 6 down in the comments section. I love watching this dude play football. I've never been this pumped up to watch a 2-6 team play football this weekend. I'm ready. I'm excited. We love you, Jaxson. I got your back till the end, man, till the wheels fall off. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram @MarshallGreen_.